Welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking on how to prevent your fish from dying. Now, of course, sometimes a fish will just die because it was weak or it was already sick when you bought it, but other times it comes down to health. How can you prevent your fish from getting sick? That is a big factor in preventing your fish from dying. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is new tank syndrome. This is something that kills a lot of fish and discourages a lot of new people from the fish keeping hobby because they buy a bunch of fish, put them in a tank, and all of a sudden they just start dying. What happens is that the beneficial bacteria isn't present in a new tank. So the toxins that the fish give off just builds up and builds up and builds up until they poison themselves and they die. That is how you see large death occurring. So my advice is buy few fish, don't buy a lot. Put them in the new tank and allow the beneficial bacteria to build up. And then you can introduce more fish into the tank or to the pond once the beneficial bacteria has built up enough. You also want to do proper water changes, but I'm going to be talking about that a bit later on in the video. Secondly, don't mix different species of fish together. Now, some species of fish can be mixed. I'm talking more in regards to goldfish and koi fish and wild fish, having them all swim together. I see a lot of young people doing this, and yeah, they do it without any issues, but just because diseases don't occur doesn't mean it won't occur. That's very important. I always explain it like this. Just because you leave your front door unlocked doesn't mean a burglar will get in, but it certainly makes it easier for a burglar to get in, so just be wary of that. Then lastly, do proper water changes. Water changes is incredibly important. If you've got a tank, you can do a larger water change because your beneficial bacteria are going to be living in your filter. But if you have a pond, the majority of your beneficial bacteria are going to be in the water itself. So you don't want to do a lot, just 10% every other day. That's more than sufficient enough. If you do a large amount of water changes in one go, you're going to be getting rid of beneficial bacteria that your system needs. I usually do a water change on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in doing that, I do a 30% water change per week. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, prevention is better than the cure.